and I'm wondering, shall we take this question? Kevin, is that you?
Yes, it is. How are you, Ann? Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? Do you have a question for Brian?
Well, I have a couple things that I just wanted to say first. Brian, it's Kevin Smaniotto from down in Millville. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Kevin. Thanks for calling in. I appreciate it.
Hey, I just wanted to mention to the listeners today, Ann, I've had the genuine pleasure of knowing Brian for a period of time, and we are just thrilled to death in Cumberland County to have him as I plan to see as our next congressman to unseat Jeff Van Drew. We're thrilled to death. You know, the news is already spreading through Cumberland County. Brian's got a great reputation for hard work, energy, and the ability to bring our team together. I'm just so thrilled to have a man like Brian involved, and I look forward to this race. I think the timing's perfect for Brian. I think he's the right person for the right ticket, and we're just thrilled to death to know that he's going to be representing us in a very short period of time. What I would like to say is, Brian, what can you tell us about your plans for the economic growth and development through South Jersey?
Absolutely, Kevin, and thanks again for your very kind words. I'm beyond humbled, and I will work. I'm going to be relentless, and I will work harder and harder than anyone else. But in terms of economic development, this is one of the things that needs to happen, and it's not just Atlantic County or Cape May County or Cumberland County. It's all of South Jersey, and leveraging each and every resource that we have. You know, Cumberland County has a lot of space out there, and we need to be able to leverage the fact that we have pieces of land. For instance, we were talking earlier about piggybacking off, obviously, the tech center here in Atlantic County, the tech village that's being developed down in Cape May, and being able to bring in companies from outside that can find attractive enough to come to South Jersey in terms of that technology. And what happens? You build out that supply base, you build out that supply chain, and that means leveraging new technology. Can we support farmers in a different way that makes it more efficient for them to do their job? Is there another avenue from an industrial standpoint, from manufacturing, whether it's fabrication, whether it's sheet metal, whether it's anything that can be supportive? And it's not just aerospace, aviation, but there's other branches out through construction. Obviously, the shore towns here. And one of the things we were talking about earlier was, you know, Murphy continues to blitz individuals with taxes and regulations. And, you know, now the shore communities are getting hit with a rental tax that continues to get hit. We need to be able to make this competitive so that there is an attractive light to come to South Jersey. And part of that developing is what I would like to utilize is my background in nearly 10 years in defense and aerospace, and being able to bring and get through that maze of that network within the industry to make it attractive and leverage the assets that we have here. Obviously, in Cumberland, where you are, there's a lot of assets that have either been underutilized or, unfortunately, through poor leadership of a particular freeholder board, as you well know, not leveraging the advantages that we have there. So it's part of that, and it's giving back that representation and making sure that we develop the opportunities that we have here. Obviously, we want to protect our environment, but we also want to make sure that the efficiency of the business aspect is here. Why would people start a business here? Why would we give them, we need to give them the tools and the incentive to have businesses here, whether it's expanding an existing business, whether it's starting a new business, and whether it's a way to assist and diversify, because we have great industry here. Obviously, we have gaming, we have services, we have aviation support, we have farming and fishing. We have so much here, and manufacturing. Manufacturing used to be a huge thing, and then obviously in Salem County, we have the nuclear facility. We need to basically get to a point that we can leverage each and every one of these assets. Just because we have the artificial lines between counties doesn't mean we can't work together in one fashion or another that's beneficial and makes sense. You know, anyone can just throw something together and just say, oh, look, I passed a piece of legislation. Oh, look, I did something. But if it doesn't have desired results or performance metrics that you can actually baseline. Take the perfect example, what you and I have talked about privately. You know, at the peak, we had quite a few casinos, and unfortunately, our leaders didn't have the foresight to see, oh, what happens if Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania, New York, Connecticut, all of a sudden start legalizing casino gambling? It becomes competitive, and why are people going to come to Atlantic City when they can do it in their own backyard? So you have to have that that foresight to anticipate that things do not last or do not go as we plan to go. And we need to have those ways to leverage the economy and diversify. And part of that I would like to do is leveraging my background.
I'll tell you what, all I can tell you is, and we're very lucky to have Brian willing to make the effort to go after and make a change in our area. He's a guy that's going to make a change for us, and he's going to represent us. He's not going to represent himself and his own special interests. He's going to represent us.
I know.
He's not going to worry about campaigning. He's going to be worried about providing answers and success for his district. And we're thrilled and we're so excited. Brian, you know you've got the support of many of us in Cumberland County. In fact, a lot of us in Cumberland County, and I'm also involved in Atlantic County because I work in that community, and there's going to be a ton of support there for you as well. All I can tell you is congrats and put your foot on that gas and let's go.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin. Yep, I think a lot of people that know you, in fact, probably everyone that actually knows you and has heard you speak, believes that you are the force that South Jersey needs. This is the time. This is the place. Washington is in need of young, brilliant, and you might say, you shake your head now, people who understand our country and the middle class and how all of the things that you are talking about, particularly the creation of jobs for the economy, is going to be exactly what we need. We need it here in South Jersey. We understand, those of us who understand politics, understand that the two big factors I think that we have facing us are health care and income inequality. And with someone with your drive and your knowledge about how to create jobs, good jobs, how to make our education system better, our income inequality will begin to decrease, so much so that we won't have to worry about an uprising because people are not making enough money.